You stand in the tight Shinjuku kitchen, chopping green onions for miso soup, just like how your mother showed you. You move steadily with the knife in your hand. Kenji is late by 23 minutes. You dry your hands and check your phone, yet nothing shows up on the screen. Kenji unlocks the door and walks inside, yet he does not take off his shoes. You see his bloody feet as he drops a big black duffel bag. He props himself against the wall, ordering you to lock the door behind him. You realize that he's got a gun in his waistband after 3 years of marriage. It's a hit, Kawasaki crew. Someone squealed. That duffel bag contains 400 million yen and the ledger for the East Territories. Failure means death. You apply the gauze and bind the wound as Kenji describes the Kawasaki trap. His gaze constantly flits towards the duffel bag filled with cash and classified information. Kenji tells you that his lieutenant is dead and that he no longer trusts anyone but you. He begs you to take the duffel bag to his contact if he blacks out. Kenji dies at 4:12 in the morning with your hand in his. There are no final words. There's just the slow exhalation of breath, followed by silence. You stay with him for 20 minutes. Rise from the chair, rinse the blood off your hands, dress in fresh clothes, and seal the duffel bag with determination. You walk out of the room and enter the dark alleyways of Ginza, where neon lights turn themselves off as you strut down the streets with confidence. You get to the unmarked tea house in Ginza and tap out the code on the door. The door opens and an old woman scrutinizes you carefully. In the tea house, you bow deeply and place the duffel bag at the feet of the elderly Mr. Sato. You explain that your husband died defending this shipment. Mr. Sato counts the cash and marks the ledger, and then looks at you intently. He tells you that Takahashi was loyal but not smart, and that it's time someone controlled the eastern sector. The young man hands you a cell phone that is ringing. A gruff voice informs you that you are his wife, and that you should be at the Koto warehouse by 6 o'clock. You exit the tea house with the ledger and Kenji's gun in hand, the cold steel pressing heavily against your body. Your first stop is the warehouse in Koto. 3 men inspect you while their boss, Oda, regards you as an unwelcome complication. You recite the message verbatim. Kawasaki wants control of the docks as a prerequisite for peace, else they will burn every building east of the river. You are free to go, but before you do, one man says under his breath that you cannot survive a week. You head back, feeling the burden of the new life. Then you survive not just a week, but months, years even. You learn quickly, because here, mistakes cost everything. The first time you demand violence be committed, you order a money skimmer to refund the amount plus an additional 30%, or else face the twins.
Kenji's old crew starts coming to you first, for ledger codes, then for advice, and finally, for permission to act. 2 years later, you sit with 3 kumicho discussing territory. You speak once and decide the river stays neutral and shipments split 3 ways. Every night the same thought returns. This was never supposed to be your life. Yet the old loop grows quieter as power settles in. You take a lover once, a quiet lawyer who handles shell companies, but you keep him far from anything dangerous. You end things when you realize attachment is weakness. You cannot afford any liabilities in this dangerous new world. On the 3rd anniversary of Kenji's death, a sniper bullet shatters your penthouse window. You only survive because you bent to pick up your phone. You start wearing the pistol in a shoulder holster and practice until drawing it feels natural, though you hate how easy it becomes. 5 years pass. You are no longer just the widow. You run the Eastern operations, and the Oyabun calls you Ene-san with respect. A new threat rises from the Yamaguchi-gumi splinter group. Their young, arrogant representative offers partnership in a neutral hotel, but you decline. After they burn one of your warehouses, you freeze their cash flow and leak information to the police, hurting them without full war. The moral line you once drew for yourself blurs each month. You tell yourself this is only survival, yet most nights you feel nothing. At the main estate, under falling cherry blossoms, the dying Oyabun tells you the family will need someone strong to hold the center after him. He says you understand structure and money, and the smart ones already follow you, even if the old men will fight it. The night the Oyabun dies, your phone rings at 2:47. You already know exactly what the call means. You stand on the balcony with the city below, hand on your gun, the updated ledger behind you. You have climbed every dangerous level. You breathe in the cool night air slowly, feeling the weight of everything you have taken and everything still waiting ahead. You exhale slowly, then turn back inside the penthouse where the phone keeps ringing with the next chapter of this life. You answer the call that confirms the Oyabun is gone. The family will soon look to you to hold everything together. You are no longer the wife who survived. You have become the woman who runs the Eastern Empire, and the story does not end here. The story never truly ends. New levels wait with teeth bared. But you are ready to hold what you have taken.